Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Since the Morning 15 Minutes to Change Our Lives. This year is sponsored by Michael Levano in honor of a miraculous, speedy, and easy procedure and a refuah shalema. Should go well, especially with all our efforts in learning and applying what we learn. Should have easy and speedy. We also want to have in mind all the Yidden Eretz Yisrael and also the hostages and all the soldiers, and especially Yonatan ben Limor. And Mitzvah Hashem should be only good for him and all the soldiers. We should have already enough of the galus and just a pure victory. And ultimately, we want Mashiach. Okay, so today we're going to finish off Maamer Chav Zayin, and then tomorrow is the last Maamer Chav Ches. Finish it off, and yeah, what a series. Okay, now today we're going to talk about the different levels of Chachma. So I'll give just a quick example before we start it, so we'll have clarity. In Chassidus, in Kabbalah, when it talks about different levels, it talks about every level has different aspects to it. And this is, so the example is given, like you can think about it, is in terms of, let's say, for example, this is like a woman. For one person, she is a daughter. She's a daughter. She could be a wife, a mother, many hats. So when she goes home, let's say she gets married and has kids, when she goes home to her family, she's a daughter. When she comes with the kids, she's their mother. And she has a husband, she's the wife. So too with Chachma, and so too with all of these levels, they always have this, there's one aspect that they're, what they are for the person below them, or the thing below them, and what they are for the thing above them, and how they connect, what's below them, what's above them. So that's the little preface. Let's see. And this is what it's written. That a Maya, a wellspring from the house of Hashem will go out. So he said, a wellspring will go out from the house of Hashem. So what's a house representative of? It's a level of makif. A house, just like a house physically surrounds you. It's makif. So too, that's what it represents in this pasuk. And look in the for more details on what does it mean. What's this idea of a house? And it says over there that a bais, a house, which we said makif, is really on a deeper level. It's pnimius akeser, the inner level of keser. Because keser itself, it has these two ideas. One idea is keser as it is the source for the worlds, and the other idea of keser is as it is connected to what's above it. And it's like we said before, that everything has different sort of levels in the way they connect. And keser is like a crown that surrounds you. Keser is not part of you. A crown is not part of you. It's above you. It's also a makif. So the house is like keser. But not just any part of keser. We're talking about, it's focusing more on that it's pnimis keser, the inner part of keser. This is also this is what it means that the wellspring from the house of Hashem will go out. The chachma, as it is being drawn down from keser, meaning the level above it. And this is the level of ma. We said before, there's two levels of chachma. There's chachma, there's koyach, which is chachma as it is for the worlds below, levels below it. And then there's the ma of chachma, the word of chachma, which is the levels above it. So this is the ma of chachma. This keser, the crown that's above it, that's tapping for levels above chachma. So therefore, this level of chacham, which is way above and beyond, is what? This is, we said, Mayan, what's the pasuk? He says, Mayan mi beis Hashem. So Mayan, the wellspring from the house of Hashem, the wellspring, where is it coming from this level of chachma, which is connected to keser, way above and beyond. Yetze comes out of that level. V'hishka, yeah, Yetze comes out. So it comes down to, so to speak, water, the shtus, the shittim, which is in the pasuk, which means shtus. to come, so to speak, to give water to the shtus of the negative forces. She's half it should transform itself because we're drawing down such a high level of godliness. The shtus to kedusha, to take, meaning we do things every day, unfortunately, that don't make much sense. And if we're logical and we thought about it, we say, why are we doing that to ourselves? It's not good. And we're taking that illogical behavior that's in the negative, and we're transforming it to have illogical behavior in the positive. In actual avodah, in practical words, bringing it out into action, which is not point to logic. And there's many levels of it. The simplest example is doing mitzvahim, doing something that you're uncomfortable with, that like it's not for me, and you just go do it. You know, you walk down the street and see someone needs some help, you're like, and you go help them. You don't think, you just go. This is what we're talking about. This is what the ultimate goal of Kuntres is to be able to look at life and recognize when we're doing things that are illogical and the negative, find them, try to transform that same idea of illogicalness and transform it into doing something illogical in the positive. Just like I'm able to illogically go to bed super late because I want to watch whatever it is, or be on my phone for how many hours. So I'm going to illogically learn for extra amount of hours, or call my friends and see how they're doing, or give tzedakah, or offer myself to do, like, house visits, whatever it is. I'm going to go illogically help give out soup to people that are sick, and see how they're doing. Someone tells me they're sick, I'm going to go and do them. Logically, but I have to figure out my day, and I take some time for myself, and all these shtusim. So you have to have the shtus. That's not really shtus, but that's the shtus of klippah. So you take the shtus of kedusha, like shtus of klippah says, I don't have time for this, but I'm gonna take care of myself. Shtus to kedusha is like, I don't have time to take care of myself, I got to help all these other people, and that's very healthy. Of course, unless you're like not taking care of yourself properly, but I don't think it ever would come up as an issue. And if it is, then wow, you must be doing a lot of good work. The hine mashik chachma hila maila mitam v'das. This the chach was above reasoning. Zeo bavoid bechinas rus liba. This is the chachma hila maila mitam v'das. Zeo bavoid bechinas rus liba. This is coming from the deep level of love that's within our hearts, which is about reasoning. When you love someone, it becomes illogical. Sometimes, a spouse, they love each other. It just doesn't. It's not like there's not logic continuing the love. It's all like, I love you because your eggs are the best. You make the best eggs, and I love you because the way you do that is so good. That's if you do that, that's not. I don't know if that's really love, but real love, it's about reasoning. It's just like, I love you. And this is this wellspring, which is really the avodah, the service that's coming from the essence of our soul. So we're having this shtus, the kedusha, we're having this love that's being expressed, but it's a deep level of love. And this is what it means, that it waters the shittim, that's the shittim, the shtus, the nefesh bahamis. To do everything with the shtus of kedusha. Whether it's when it comes to work and business, that just because you're in business is not going to get in the way of doing anything, whether you're Torah mitzvahs, no issues. And also to stand strong on our taivas, the tainugim, and our pleasures, not to go after them. And this is a very important point, meaning we have to recognize that if we have type of something, or really love having whatever it is, chocolate cake every morning. So the Rebbe Rashab is saying that we gotta like hone that in. You can't just give in to your taivas, whatever type you have, just do it. And the point is, through this Kuntres and what we're talking about here, and this you say, you recognize, hey, having this is not good for me. This is not the way I'm meant to be, and I got to work on it. Of course, not chas v'shalom being negative on ourselves and saying I'm less than because of this, because that's a whole different other issue you bring up. Just because this is not right, I want to serve Hashem and connect to Hashem, and if I'm connecting to Hashem, like this takes me away from connecting to Hashem, so I can't do this. And through doing this, you'll subjugate your nefesh, you'll put him down, meaning your nefesh Bahamas will have less say in your life matter. Because the challenge we really have in life is that on one hand, when nefesh is telling us something, and the other hand, nefesh Bahamas is telling us something, and we struggle with this. Like, what do we do? What do I listen to? And and this is sort of the challenge. And so when we're able to take control of our lives, that only one person is making this. Imagine in a company, you come to work and someone says to you, okay, today I want you to do phone calls. And the next person comes and says, hey, I need you to go to the store. And you're like, ugh. And ultimately what's going to happen, if that happens every day, something's going to be giving. It's not going to be working well. And this is what's happening in our lives. We're constantly going through this battle of we're saying one thing and the other thing, other thing. And so our job is to hone it in, the other boss, so to speak, in Muhammad, and say, hey, no, you're on my team. I'm going to tell us what we're doing. And I need you as well. Like you need a Nefesh Bahamas. But Nefesh Bahamas can get this thing going. I need you, but I need you to be on my side. You can't just come make up, say whatever you want. You have to come listen to me. I'm the guy in charge, and you are the supervisor, but I'm the boss. I'm the CEO. And so you listen to me, and then you make sure all this thing happens. And that will cause you have less of a desire for physicality. Not that you have to force yourself. But when you stop having cheesecake for breakfast every morning, it becomes easier to not have it. First day is very difficult, in the first week maybe, but after a while it becomes much easier. And through that also be revealed more the power and the emotions of the Nefesh Elokis. So you get the Nefesh Bahamas to be a little less intense, which causes Nefesh Elokis have more space to be more pronounced. That will cause that all your things, the way you're acting, will be according to the understanding of Kedusha. And this is what's best. I mean, that is what's best for us is the das of Kedusha. And that's what we're trying to achieve. And through doing this whole process of having the shtus of Kedusha, which is tapping from the level of Chachma, that's way above and beyond, and not letting our Nefesh Bahamas dictate the way we run our lives, and recognizing when we're doing things that are taivas, that are no positive outcome in it besides the good feeling that it gives me for those 5 seconds. And we try to hone that in and try to calm that down and stop doing that and making more conscious decisions. Through that whole process, that comes more connected to our Nefesh Elokis, and Nefesh Elokis becomes able to express itself more, which causes Nefesh Bahamas to be a little less. And they basically become more in line, make better choices, have a better life. Kitzer, Chachma, intellect, Perish, Rabbeinu, the Alter explains, Shehir Bechina Shalamayel Mitamadas, which is a level of above reasoning. Mayon, the wellspring, Misham Koyach Mesiris Nefesh. That's for the source of Mesiris Nefesh. Al Kodesh is Hashem. What's sanctifying Hashem's name? V'nishenes, and for the test. Chachma, which is koyach ma. So the koyach part of chachma is pashtus el bina. The koyach part of ma is what expresses itself in the level below chachma, which is bina. Ma, whereas the ma part of chachma is dabkus el kesa, which is connecting itself upwards to the level of kesa, which is above. So you have chachma. Above chachma, you have a part of chachma that connects to what's above it, which is keser, and you have the what's below chachma, which is bina, which is the part of it that connects to the lower part. So in chachma, it has 2 aspects: there's the aspect that connects to what's above, and the aspect that connects to it below. Ma the chachma mashke nachal shitim, and the higher level of chachma, which connects to keser, that's what waters the valley of shittim. Shemahafech hashtus. That's what does that mean? In simple terms, it transforms the shtus, the folly, the illogicality, if that's even a word, of l'umatzeh l'shtus kedusha to shtus of holiness. V'az hanagase b'chol yanav al pi das kedusha. And therefore, and that will cause that everything you do is according to kedusha. Mitzvah Hashem, we should achieve these whole levels, and we should have an amazing day. to be finished tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.